everybody. Mike Pfeiffer with Pfeiffer Hobby Supply once again. Today we're going to do update 78. I know it's a lot quicker than what you're used to, but I have made some significant progress down on the other end, and we're going to take a look at that right now. Okay, gang, what I wanted to show you is you saw the beginnings of this kit yesterday. It is a Monroe Models 9210, and it's the Hickson Depot, but it could be a depot anywhere in reality. But what I want to tell you about this kit is this is the most easy to put together, most well-fitting, and most fun kit I have put together in probably, I don't know, 30 years. It just went together so smooth. The parts all fit perfectly. Everything worked like it was supposed to. No goofy things about it. There was not one kink in the whole building. And the simplicity on which it was designed is even something else to be praised. But I'll go into that after I show it to you. But I'm hoping I can get some good pictures of it here. But here it is. I've got a light inside of it. It doesn't show up on this because I have too much light here. But this is a picture of it, or this is it. I will spin it around for you a little bit. I don't know how this is going to focus. You can see the back side. And you can see what I consider to be the front side. I did put these barrels and things on there. Anyway, sorry about the dog barking. Neighbor came to the door. Anyway, I put those barrels and things on there, and I put the one lone guy there. And everything else that you see there is included. The signal, the chimney, everything else. This would actually be the entry door to the station, but it's hard to believe how tiny it is. I mean, it's only like 3 inches long and a couple inches deep. But anyway, I have a light inside of it, and I'll worry about putting a street light or something outside of it. But I really like the way it turned out, and I'm sorry for the shaky cam here and the interruption and so forth. But I just wanted to praise the kit just because it was so nice to put together. So enough about the building. I'm going to go out, and I'm going to start documenting what I am doing and what I've gotten done out here today. Okay, here we are inside. What I want to show you here, and you can obviously see a lot of it, but I did put the thin foam underneath here, and I did run it all the way through the tunnel out there and back and up to about there. You can see how uneven that is. Then I put it underneath that. Hang on one second. Don't mind me stooping down here. And I've got a bunch of stuff connected here. But anyway, this is the Atlas, or maybe it's Woodland Scenics. Yeah, it's Woodland Scenics. It's sheets. It's like 6 inches wide and, I don't know, 30 inches long or something. Anyway, foam sheets for raising up scenery. Anyway, I use that because it's about half the thickness of the foam that I was using. So in between where it's raised up with the foam, I put that, and then that drops down to whatever the original height was here. And I know it's not even, however, I do have a plan to level that out, and I will show you what that is as I do this. I did put the tape on top, masking tape on top of everything. I did paint it last night. Now I'm going to put some track down. And let me show you one other thing. Okay, the other thing I wanted to show you here real quick is I did get all these loops soldered and this piece of track all soldered. Now all I've got to do is put it in over there. So let me attempt that, and I'll show you what I got when I get done. Okay, one thing I wanted to tell you is when I soldered these pieces up, when you solder these pieces up, sometimes at the joints you'll get a little lump of solder and so forth. So what I do is I lay them down and get a bright boy and go over them. Another thing too is I have this little piece of countertop right here. I highly recommend laying your track down on something very flat and not having anything under it, because you don't want to make a kink in the track when you're doing the soldering. So these pieces that you see here are soldered and have been cleaned, and now I'm going back in the train room. And here's Robin working on a piece of furniture for her project, her little sewing cabinet project. And I'm going to spin you around and show you what she's gotten done on that. We'll do a whole video on this once she gets it completed and everything, but it's well on its way. She's putting some chair rail wallpaper, chair rail type height wallpaper inside of it. She's got the outside all sanded, painted. Everything has been re-glued. The top of it is all painted. Everything's all painted, and everything is all ready to go. Once she gets that wallpaper in there, she has some flooring cut that she's going to put in there, and then she will be on her way to completing this project. Okay, all the pieces that I soldered, not all the pieces, but most of the pieces I soldered are back in place and fed through the wall over there. I did have to take the glass out in the garage so I could do the taping and put in the foam over there. But it did raise the track up somewhat, so it's a little more level, not quite as sloped as it was. You can see that it is all not even, but I am going to fix that, and the way I'm going to fix that is I'm going to put hot glue under it in strategic places to support the track. I just have to make sure that there's clearance for everything and everything functions, and then I'm going to start that process. You can see that I did add a turnout over here. I just don't have the support under it to run the track over, but that's a minor thing that I haven't gotten to yet. But I'll show you when I get this track all affixed to the foam. Okay, gang. This is about it probably for today. I don't know, I may do some work later on, but I don't know if I want to videotape that. I'll see. But anyway, you can see that maybe you can see, I've used hot glue to space everything. What I do is I put the hot glue in there, I let it start to cure somewhat, and then I start lifting it up and down until I get it where I need it based on this eyeball level. I don't put anything on the track, but your eyes really never lie to you. If you don't see any upward kinks in the track or anything, and by the way, yes, there is a hump right back there. It's something I couldn't avoid, but it's not, if you get down here, it's a gradual hump, and it'll be fine. And if it's not fine, I'll take a heat gun and I'll heat that up and fix that. But nevertheless, that's kind of the beauty of stabilizing and raising and lowering and adjusting the Unitrack where and how you want to with a hot glue gun. It's very easy to do, and it does allow you to come back and heat it up and readjust down the road somewhere. So you can see that I have some pretty good sized gaps right in here, but when you get down like this, you can see that the track is pretty level. Yes, it's on a little bit of a downward slope, but it's pretty level, and it's level enough for cars not to uncouple, and that's what we're concerned about here. I am not going to glue down the track out inside of the tunnel going into the garage there, simply because it is all soldered together and it is level enough out there. And I'm probably going to put that window back on there this afternoon so I don't have the dust filtering into the room, which I've already had. And I would like to thank my trusty Woodland Scenics glue gun. Okay, gang, here's what we got now. It's a day or two after I shot the last segment of the video. But I have all of that back area pretty much lifted up. I still need to put some foam on the right hand or on the left hand side there where you see the foam stacked up. I have all of it, I think from the last time I showed you, I had the foam painted, but I did not have the track down, and I was going to get the glue the track down. You can see that I've got the glue on there now. Anyway, and I have the other siding put in right there, and it just goes back and dead ends over here, and I don't know what industry will be there, and it doesn't matter. And then I've also been contemplating painting the side of the masonite here where it comes out, painting that the blue sky color. You guys can tell me what you think. I think it would look good with the sky color. It would look like it separates from the layout a little more. Back where the tunnel portal is, where you see the metal-sided building on the temporarily taped up backdrop, if I put the backdrops in the locations they are right now, I will cut a hole in that for the train to pass through, and there will be a building that disguises or hides that cutout. So there'll be something that you won't see that, basically. The one over here on this side, what I'll probably do is split that backdrop and move it down towards me a little bit. The sky will be, of course, all cut off of it like I do on the rest of it. But it'll move down this way, and then going down here to the end of the fascia that I put up, I will use the dock scene, and I will cut the boats out of the dock scene and use those buildings, I think, down there. But anyway, the backdrop on the left here will be cut and moved towards me some, and then I'll finish it out down here with whatever I decide to finish it out with. But they're just taped up there right now so I can visually get kind of an idea of how it's going to go. I am thinking that I will cut about 1 inch off the bottom of both of these backdrops to bring it more in line with end scale. If you leave those doorways and things on there, and you can, if you wind up being able to see them, they look a little bit too big for end scale. But if you cut them down and lower the whole building set down, it kind of makes them look a little more end scale, like I had them before on the previous layout. So that's what the game plan is right now. This is what I have done, and I am pretty sure that that's probably going to be it for today. Okay, I always wind up telling you that I want to show you one more thing, and here I am again. I want to show you one more thing. Okay, here is the one more thing I wanted to show you. These are the new Trainworks tank, semi, and trailer. Years ago, I don't know if it's been 2 years or not, but a while back, long time ago, I ordered 2 of these. One is here, and one is over there leaving the facility. But as usual with Trainworks, it's a very nice job. The truck really looks nice. Trailer looks good. The only complaint I have is the trailer is kind of a flat colored paint as opposed to the semi, which is a gloss red. But that's neither here nor there. The point is, I now have Texaco semis to go with my Texaco facility here. So, and I'm going to be doing a full review of these trucks for the how-to channel. So stay tuned for that. Okay, everybody, hope you enjoyed video 78, and as usual, thanks for watching.